Okay, in this video what we're going to do is look at the assembly and how it all fits together. So we want to start out with the saddle, and I would suggest that you would want to ground that so we can make things easy to put into place. From there then you would have to add in the center member, something like this. Now that center member is going to need to pivot in that cradle there, if you will. And that I will ask you to limit the amount of movement that has based on the side plate that we'll put in later on. So keep that in mind. We'll be setting that up now. And I will say this: I will create another video to show you how to do that. So I expect you'll be able to do that for this piece, and then later on we'll look at the upper member and be able to limit that as well. So that's what we'll do there. Now from there then what we will do is hopefully I'll get this in the right order. We would want to slide in the two cams. So we'll want to slide in this cam right here. Okay, and then for that matter, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and slide in cam 4. Well, it won't be cam 4 for you necessarily, but the other cam over here. Okay, and those are going to lock this piece down so it won't keep moving. From there then, we would want to put the side plates in. There's one side plate, and again you want to lock that down so it won't move. And you can see that interference there. That's what pushes. Of course, it wouldn't rotate quite that much, but that is what pushes the force on this piece, on the center member, to lock it in against the other surface. So that's what's happening there. Then we would want to go in and put the other side plate in. Well, I guess if you want, before you even put those in, we could put the socket-head cap screws in. There's one, and then another one here. Again, those will have to be locked in so that they won't move in there. They can still spin. I don't care about that. That's fine. They can spin, but don't want them moving off of that hole. Then we would go in there and get the other side plate, put it in place. Two more socket head cap screws. Okay. From there then we could put the handles on those cams. So we'd have to put the handles on first. And then we would want to put a pin in there. Now that pin is going to be a coiled spring type pin. You can figure out the length and the diameter for that matter. You've got the parts to do that with. Then we go in there and put the other handle in. Let's see. And then of course the other spring pin to hold that in place. Okay. From there then we would probably want to go in there and put in the upper member. And again, that one I will expect when we're doing our constraints on that we would limit that movement as well. And that's that thing can't move any more than these grooves right here. So that's what your factor is going to be for that in both cases. After we put the upper member in, then we would want to put the other two cams in. Okay, and again, if you wanted to, you could, after you put that cam in, you could go ahead and put the side plate on. And then, of course, the socket head cap screws for that. Okay. And then we could go ahead and put the next cam in on the other side if you want. And then the last side plate. And then, of course, the last two socket head cap screws for that. And then you might want to put some handles on. Okay, and then from that handle, you want to put another pin in, coiled spring variety. Of course, those will be the inch versions. Then finally, we'd want to put the last handle in, and the last spring pin. Then we're going to go in and put in the tool holder. Goes in. Then what we've got to do, and I'm gonna hide this center member here just for a minute so you can see what it's going to look like inside the where we put those plugs and such in. So then we'd put some plugs in. There are two plugs. Must be on the other side. Yep. Okay, and now while we're there, what I would say is that pin has to fit so that it fits the tapered edge of it, fits the tapered edge of the tool holder, and it should stay in contact with that the whole time and should not spin. So you'll have to get that squared away. Then there's a set screw, hex socket head cap screw, set screw, that comes in and holds that in place. Now what happens there then is, and the piece on the upper member is threaded, so then this set screw is used to basically drive this plug into this tapered edge, and this tool holder will not spin then if you run both of those plugs in. We still have to put one more set of plugs in. And let's go ahead and put that plug in, and that comes into the other side. And then finally the set screw, hex head set screw, and it's a flat point. So both of those would tighten up, both of those set screws would tighten up on these plugs, which would then tighten up on this tapered piece to keep this tool holder from spinning. So that's what's going on with that piece. So there's the completed assembly. And I also I had to dig it out, but I've got another assembly drawing that shows this, I believe, in section, I think. So if I can find that, I'll post that as well. But I wanted the video to show you how all these different components go together, and then you'll know how to constrain those. So Again, work on this. If you run into any stumbling blocks, get what you can done. You can put these plates on these upper members and on the center member and different pieces, and then still be able to work on this later on. If you can't get it constrained to the saddle, or you can't get these pieces constrained, go ahead and put the components that you can together, and then we can work on it in class when we get back together. Thank you.